Of course, only a few weeks ago since the killings in Paris, followed by a similar terrorist attack in Bamako, and of course those following hard on the heels of terrorist attacks in Beirut and Ankara. I've had the opportunity to discuss with many other leaders the way in which we can better work together. The single most important objective in the battle against the extremism, the violent extremism as practiced by Daesh or ISIL, is to defeat them in the field, in Syria and Iraq. And we've discussed both of those with our partners in the coalition and indeed with other countries with an interest in the region. So we are very keenly interested in securing a stronger commitment both on the military side of this solution and on the political side. But as I've discussed in the National Security Statement I made last week, it is a very complex environment. The disenfranchised, alienated Sunni majority of the country needs to be reconciled in a new settlement, a new political settlement. On the Iraq side of the border, the Sunni minority, which has felt left out by the majority Shiite government, similarly has to be part of a new settlement. And the Prime Minister of Iraq is committed, he assures all of us, to achieving that. But this is an immensely complex area. So we're making a very substantial effort, and that is very appreciated. And the extent to which we are committed and the extent to which we have the support of the opposition, and I thank the opposition for their support in this regard. Now, Mr. Speaker, in summary then, in the Syria-Iraq theatre, we continue to provide a very substantial military contribution. If there is a call on us to provide further resources or resources in a different way, we will consider that constructively. The goal is to see, from the Australian government's point of view, we would like to see other like-minded countries making a larger contribution. They are providing the government with constant advice on this matter. Everything I say about security, about terrorism, the battle against Islamist extremism and its various manifestations here, everything I say is done in the light of that advice and cause us to turn against, in this case, the Muslim Australians. That is their objective. And we know from a practical point of view, and having just returned from Paris, you can see the challenges when you have, in France's case, a large Muslim minority where the levels of integration and harmonisation, if you like, have been well below those of Australia. They face great challenges, and they recognise, the French recognise that they do, and they recognise they have to make changes, but it will take a long time. We have a much stronger foundation upon which our security is built. Yes, there is the hard edge, if you like, national security, strong laws. All Australians, regardless of their race, their cultural background, their ethnicity, their religion, have a common share in this great Australian project. That is the critical thing, to ensure that all of our citizens believe that they have a share in the great Australian project.